Hello, I'm HD Dragon Ball Art. I am gonna teach you how I do my upscales. No, I'm not joking. This is not some joke post where I'm like, haha, you'll never know. I'm being genuine here. Um, I would like to see other people actually try to make good upscales instead of using like waifu 2x. Cause I'm gonna be honest here. Most of the upscales on Twitter, besides mine, are not good. So here's how to make them good. This is Chainer. I use this to make my upscales. I have spent a lot of time working on my upscale methods to get it to this point. It used to look a lot simpler, but trust me, this is the best that you can get right now, anyways. So, what does this all mean? This stuff is going to crop it in case there's any transparency that doesn't need to be there, so then it takes less time to upscale, and you're going to see why. This is just so then all your images can be upscaled. This is going to fill the alpha because we're splitting the transparency this way. We're going to upscale both the alpha and the regular RGB image. Then we'll merge it into this over here. Save the image. I have it going into a folder over here. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. What model do I use? I use a hat upscale. What does that mean? For a lack of a better term, the very good GPU model. You need a good GPU for this, a really good GPU. So I'm gonna go here to the openmodeldb.info. This is where I get all my models, and I've spent a lot of time looking through here, looking to see which one looks the best, and I will tell you. So right now it's a hat model, and there's not many of them, but basically it is, if I can find it, pretty sure it is this one. It could be either one of these two. And as you can see, it's 158 megabits. It's like a pre-trained model, but it's actually really, really, really good for what I wanted to do. So I use it. I'm pretty sure it's this one, but you can just, I think they're the same thing, but you can check. I'm pretty sure I think it's this one. Pretty sure. So there's that. But before you use the upscaler, you are going to be using this one called BC Gone. And I like to use BC Gone Detailed V2, which basically gets rid of all the artifacts in the image, so then it doesn't look like complete and utter garbage. It does smooth out the lines, so stuff like Fenyo lines will probably get smoothed out, and I know he likes to use rough lines, but it gets rid of the artifacting, so it's a trade-off I'm willing to make my stuff look good, and I know you guys like the smoother lines anyway, so there you go. So what's that look like? You're going to put it into here. You're going to click here, and you're going to get the detailed, and then whatever it is, whatever folder that you're upscaling, you'll put it in there, and you'll have to mess with the tile size because depending on your GPU, it could be very long. It could take very long, so you have to mess around with it, and you don't want your VRAM to be in the red. That's the last thing you want. So you want it to be in the yellow. You want your VRAM to be in the yellow, and you don't want your CPU to be too high either. It's fine if it gets into yellow, but if it gets into red territory, stop. RAM, I don't look at RAM, but yeah, I mean, you need a good GPU. I have a RTX 2080 Ti. I have a lot of VRAM, and I'm thinking of upgrading my GPU sometime in the future. So there's that. And I have a Ryzen 7 5800X. Those two are pretty powerful. You're going to need a good GPU. And yeah, what I do is that I go to my homie Dokkan assets, and I do like a whole search for his stuff. So let's just say, for example, the new units that came out recently. He has a mega thread. I'll do that. Oh man, I hate this x.com. Um, da, 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 da. Cards. So in most situations, you're not gonna have like HD art come out like all the time. In this case, they gave like free wallpapers to these guys, so I was able to make like the easiest upscale ever. But if you don't have that, what you'll be doing is going into here most of the time and then grabbing the cut-ins, the card thumbnails, the effects, the cut-in, the character, and then the background. And you'll be putting those together. And then so something like this, right? After you do all that upscaling, then you'll have these. This is the final image. I'll open paint on it and show you. So put these together. Did this go tinks recently? I forgot to upscale this one again. All right, it's fine. It's just a background. So we have that. Sometimes they'll have EZA Awakening metals, so they'll have higher quality renders like this. So, but if they don't have that, what you can do is, for instance, like get the normal character thing, put it into there, and then paste it, get it to fit within the whole area. You're going to be moving a lot and resizing a lot. Looks fine. Let's pretend that the face looks completely garbled, right? So this is where the cut-in comes in. Oh, this is where the cut-in comes in. So after you upscale the cut-in, it's gonna look a lot better than the faces for this guy. Let's pretend, right? So you're gonna grab that, paste it onto here, and you know the rest. You have to line it up, use opacity. Oh, maybe that was a bit too much. Do something like that. I'm not going to go through the whole process, but you're going to pretty much do that for as much as you can. And you also have this cut in. If this is the best thing that you can do, if you can use the cut in and then just copy that onto there. I'm not doing any upscaling right now because I'm using OBS, but um, after you use Chainer, this is pretty much the most that you're going to be doing. And it's the same thing with Dragon Ball Legends. I use the same model for Dragon Ball Legends. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. If the thing is so bad, like just for example, the face is completely screwed up. Oh no. How did this happen? Um I like to just grab my tablet and just redraw the face anyways because I've been studying Dragon Ball art anyways for since, 2020. I kind of know what I'm doing. Um so I do that. I have like a pen that I can use. If you have an iPad, get like an Apple Pencil or whatever and draw over that if you're willing to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do things. Um yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's how I do it. It's you think it's easy until you start doing it And then it's like, this is kind of frustrating because some images are not so lucky, like this Gotenks here. Because I remember seeing, I don't know, I'm just gonna look up HD trunks, right? Something that's not mine. Sure. Let's bring up Hydros. Oh, well, he used the HD thing. But since we're on the topic of Hydros, he does have some things that I do want to nitpick. I'm not attacking you, Hydros. I'm just. You're probably going to watch this anyway and take after what I say. Um, let's go down to some other Dokkan unit that he's probably upscaled. You know what? Here, let's look at your title screen, right? Is this. Okay, so you've got like these artifacts here, which are going to be less prevalent if you use my method. This is a title screen though. I want a Dokkan art. Is there a Dokkan art he's done? Damn it, man. Oh, okay. Well, he's got this. Um, yeah, there's a lot of artifacts here. If you don't use the BC1 the gone thing, you see how crumbled this thing is? I think I don't know what model he's using, but if you use my model, you're not going to see like artifacts like this. Um, you also be using the cut in, so a lot of the stuff like stuff on his arm, you probably won't see that as much. You probably will see it a little bit higher quality, and you're also not going to see like uh in some cases you won't see result like I don't know how to explain it, like the dithering. Oh, okay, there's something I forgot to say. For Dokkan, you don't use BC Gone Detailed yet. You use Dither Deleter first. This I can show you. Just go to Dokkan Wiki. Just grab something. Uh, you know what? You are the culprit today, Trunks. Save those. You can't see it because I'm doing it on my other monitor, but I am saving them. Okay. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of Go Tanks because you're already on my lens dump. Goodbye. Okay. I think that should be it. Now, we're going to take a good look at Trunks. You see this dithering here? This is the main reason why I think a ton of these Dokkan upscales are quite frankly garbage, because they upscale with the dithering still there. So I get rid of the dither because Dokkan has the worst compression method I have ever seen in a mobile game ever. So what we'll do is that we'll run the dither deleter. I will link all these models later in the thing, but just know it's called dither deleter. And there you go. Now we're going to run it. Okay. That's all done. So now what's it look like? This is basically night and day. It's completely gone. Look at that. This also works on Legends art. Not to the same degree, because it doesn't use dithering like this. But a certain culprit I like to call Ultra Gogeta has a certain spot on his leg that has dithering for some reason. I don't know why, but it's there. But yeah, night and day, completely, like, just straight up gone. This thing is a miracle worker. Helps me so much. And it will do it for the effects as well. So as you can see, no dithering here either. Completely gone. And we'll compare. Copy image. As you can see, dithering, no more. Dither no more. Completely gone. Looks so much better. So yeah, I mean, that's it. You use the dither deleter, and then you use the BC Gone detailed, and then you use the hat model, and then you piece all the stuff together with the cut-ins, the super attack, the dodge cut-ins or whatever, all that. Just put it together, and then you pretty much have yourself a really good upscale if you put in the time and effort. If you are a certain person on Twitter that I will not name who really does like waifus, 2 times of the waifus that I might add, then you get stuff like, I posted it before. Not this. This is like still like a lot better than what this was. Dear God, this was a nightmare. This was a nightmare. Look at this, man. You get stuff like that. Where is his nose? What happened to his eyes? The lines on his hair are gone. All of his details are destroyed. Don't do this. If you're gonna make an upscale and say it's HD, don't put this out there. Because it's just embarrassing for everyone. So yeah, that's it. I am done with the tutorial. I'm still gonna make my upscales. It's not like I'm going anywhere. I just, you know, I need to take a step back for a little bit. Hope you guys enjoy.